What's up, you guys? Welcome to part 2 of Petey's restoration. I'd like to mention we did some things off camera, like we put the new shank in, we realigned all the hammers so they hit all the strings, we cleaned up Petey's feeties and Petey's pedals, and we cleaned up the hardware on the music rest. So with that out of the way, let's get to the video. Oh, hey guys, what's up? This is the first workday of the part 2 of Petey's restoration. As you can see, I have a ton of junk in my hand. My bridle straps came. They actually came a lot quicker than I thought they would. I have some Brillo pads so that I can clean off the strings because some of them have some junk on them. I got my Tight Bond glue. This stuff is like gold. Have fun trying to find it in stores. And if you do, let me know. I have this Q-tip, and that goes with this Protect that I also got, which came very quickly as well. And there's still some work to do. And it's not going to get done unless we get to it. So let's get to the first things first. Okay, you guys, so this right here, I totally didn't just name it this 5 seconds ago. This is the whipping world. Underneath this piece of plastic are all 88 whippings. That was another thing we did off camera. We removed every single whipping. And so the objective today is remove this, get that out of the way. Whoa. Look at all those whippings. Anyway, so what I'm talking about here is we have to lubricate that and that. Those tiny little pins. This could take some time, and it's not going to get done unless we get to it. And the reason I'm doing all this is because the piano was in a water-damaged basement. Every piece of felt was swollen a little bit, and so inside there's a tiny piece of felt that encompasses the pin. And if the pin can't move freely, then this jack isn't going to go all the way back to where it needs to. It should be, when I let go of it, it should go more like way down there. But instead it's not really going all the way back, which means you can't play notes with repetition very smoothly, if at all. So we're just going to be lubricating all 350 little tiny pins, and hopefully that fixes the issue. So let's get to it. This is a jack right here, this little bootleg looking thing. As you can see when I'm flicking it, it's supposed to go over here, but it's not even close. So I dupe that in there, and I just go right there. I go right there, right? Work it in. Look at that. That is incredible. That is like miracle working juice right there. You guys, if you have some stuck joints going on, you need some of this Protect CLP. This stuff is incredible. You tell me, does the jack return the way it should?
No, it's sticky.
Watch the miracle juice. It's literally pushing itself back because it just got freed by the blood of Jesus in a bottle.
That was like instant though. Whoa, that's amazing.
Alright, you guys, as you saw, all of the whippet assemblies have been lubricated with that miracle juice that Jesus gave us. It is time to install the new bridle straps. Can't get to the old ones though until we get this off. So, just like that. I wish it was only that easy in real life and not the editing life. I believe I counted about 22 that were going to have to be replaced, so let's get to it. Ooh, what's up guys? Down low Joe here. So, you see these little white straps with little red hangdingers on the end of them? Those are our bridle straps. So, that is what we're going to be replacing today. And I did take a peek at these, and these cheap Chinese ones, they appear as though they put no effort into making them. Very cheap, but I think they'll do the job, honestly. There are only 22 of them we have to replace anyway. So, in order to get these out, I need a screwdriver. I'll be right back. Anyway, you're not just removing the hammer. There's a hammer, there's a shank, and there's a hammer booty. It's actually called the hammer butt, believe it or not. And at the end of the hammer butt, there's a flange, and there's a screw holding it in. I'm gonna bring you guys a little closer so you can see a little better what we're doing here. Alright, y'all. So this is what I'm talking about right here. See this? A little flathead screwdriver? Screwdriver. That's a screw, not a screwdriver. This is a screwdriver. This guy right here is holding this whole thing in. This thing right here. It's holding that whole thing in. With the screw loose, now you can take this thing out. You have to be very careful when you get it out because you don't want to snap anything. And the way that you would do that is you would move all of these hammers forward. It's very hard to do one-handed. Let me put you guys down and do this. So as I was saying, you push these hammers forward, and then when you're trying to remove, you twist it sideways, and try not to get stuck on the other hammer butts. and you pull it right out. And there it is. Okay, as you can see, I showed you guys how to take one out and magically a second one appeared. That would be because I took its neighbor out just for reference. So, right here, I should focus, huh? Right here, you can see the bridle strap is attached and glued on the end of the shank when they put the hammer butt on. And you're not gonna take the hammer butt off in order to get the old bridle strap off. Actually, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a sharp object, probably a knife or something like that, and you're gonna cut it as close as you can to the shank. And you're gonna take your new bridle strap and you're going to stick it with some nice Titebond hide glue right where the old one was. Make sure you put it the right way. Don't put it upside down. Make sure you put that puppy on the right way. So things you're gonna need for this procedure are, of course, your replacement bridle straps. Of course, your hammer assembly. You're gonna need a sharp object, preferably a knife or a razor blade. This is a very sentimental knife from my uncle. Thank you very much for asking. You're also gonna want some floss, and what the floss is gonna do is when you glue the new bridle strap on, you're gonna wrap the floss around it to kind of give it pressure and keep it on there. This stuff is awesome. Not only does it help you, Not only does it help you clean your teeth, but it's also great for piano repair. And of course, you can't do anything without this beautiful Titebond. This stuff is amazing. So, let's get started. So, I have my extremely sharp knife. Be careful with this, guys. Don't go fast and cut your fingers off, okay? You just cut this old thing right off. And that's as simple as that. Then you're gonna take the new guy and you're just gonna make sure you have him the right way. But before you put it on, you are definitely gonna wanna cut some of this off because you're gonna have a lot of slack and it's probably not good to have that. So you have to cut it to length to match the other one. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick some glue right there. I'll put the floss around it and let it dry for the rest of the day. Focus. Whoa, that's bright. And that one is ready. It is drying for the day. It should be done tomorrow and we can install it. Now, only 20 plus more to go. Let's get to it. Alright, you guys, so we just finished putting on the last bridle strap on the last hammer, which means we are done with this part for today. The next thing I want to do, I want to use these Scotch Brights, as most people will call them. Oh, it actually says it right there. I guess that's the brand. Anyway, I'm going to use these Brillo pads, and we're going to clean up these strings and get any kind of gunk that's on there. Get that off. Let's get to it. Put all the keys back on. Watch this. Ah, there they are. The keys are all back in. It is nearly dinner time now, and I think I'm just gonna put some things away. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, the last day of work on Petey will be tomorrow. Alright, peace out, guys. See you in the morning. I do apologize if I sound like I'm trying to keep my volume down. I am. Everybody's sleeping because it's a little bit early, but it is hard for me to be quiet because I'm a loud and boisterous person. But the plan for today is we get all the hammer shanks and things back into the action, and then after that put all the whippings back into the action. Then we take the action and we pick it up, and then we go whoosh, and we put it back into the piano. But anyway, let's get to it. Alright, you guys, so I could do a super speedy time lapse of, oh, 1 second. That's crisp. I could do a super speedy time lapse of putting all these things back in, or I could just do one of these right here. You ready? Oh, nice! It's as if I didn't spend 30 minutes of my life putting them back in. So I'm gonna put the action back in, realign the hammers, and then we'll put the whippings in. What's up, you guys? It's me from the future to tell you something important. When you're putting your whippings back in, make sure you're putting them in the proper places. So for example, here's a photo of 2 jacks that do not have cutouts, and here's a photo of 2 jacks that do. The ones with the cutouts go around these little rods in the action, and the ones that don't. If you put them in the wrong places, the ones without the cutouts will grind on those metal bars, and it'll be quite annoying, both to play and to listen to. So when you're putting your whippings back in, make sure you're paying attention to that. I did not, and it cost me some time. Pay attention, y'all. Okay, you guys, so I feel like that took way longer than it actually did. But everything's back together, which means I can put the action back in Petey, and we can play him and see what he sounds like. So let's do it! Alright, you guys, the action's back in. Let's do it. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get to tuning with my miniature tuning wrench. Please don't buy this tuning wrench. Save up $30 and get a good one, please. So, let's get to it. Oh my goodness. That note is 67 cents flat. Another quick thing that I kind of forgot about, you definitely want to have some ear protection. I can't hear what you're saying, if you're saying anything, so all the haters, you can talk now, because I can hear you. Okay, you guys, the moment of truth, the final reveal. How does Petey sound? Huh? I let you be the judge of that. And if you're wondering what this is, that's my phone. It's acting as my microphone. Anyway, let's hear what Petey sounds like. there you have it. The final finished product of Petey the Petrof Piano. That was a mouthful. I hope you guys enjoyed this whole series and the story of Petey's restoration as much as I did. And maybe even learned something new, because I learned lots of new things. I'd like to give a shout out to Jesus, of course, because apart from him, I can do nothing. None of this would exist without Jesus. And that reminds me, have you noticed that throughout this whole series, you've heard me say we, but very rarely there are other people than just myself in the video? Well, I'm referring to Jesus, because he's always with us, and I can't do anything without him. So this whole thing, I give him credit for. I just got to be a part of it. And with that being said, the series is over. Petey's restoration is complete, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, or night, or morning. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, enjoy it, and seek Jesus. So until the next video, peace be with you. Bye guys!